Hi everyone, this is V4 Cinema and I'm going to do my first ever movie review, which is the Tamil movie Coolie, directed by Lokesh Kanagaraj, starring Superstar Rajinikanth. I know I'm late for the party by more than 2 weeks, but I've only managed to catch the film a few days back and I didn't have time to put up a video as well. So here I am with my first ever movie review. So in terms of the movie Coolie, it is good. I know it's a very general kind of comment, but hear me out. The cinematography is good. It's nothing excellent. The editing is good. The music is good. The acting is good, minus a few who were excellent, but overall it was good. So I think that's how I would probably describe this movie overall. It's good. And therein comes the negative part of it is that it's not excellent. The technical parts are just good, but then when the screenplay is looked at, it is less than good, which probably pulls down the overall quality of the movie. Before I get into the screenplay, let me reiterate that I did see a few reviews that portrayed Coolie to be a very bad movie, possibly the top 5 or top 10 worst movie of the year. I don't think so. It is that bad. As I said, it is a mediocre, okayish movie. Probably does not live up to the technicality and the screenplay writing that Lokesh Kanagaraj has done before, and probably it doesn't live up to the magnum opus stardom movie that Superstar Rajinikanth usually has or is known for. So maybe it's a bit pulled down from there, but it's not all that bad, or some of the reviewers make it out to be. Which is the negative part of the movie, if you ask me, then of course, unfortunately, it is the screenplay. And I think that's what made a lot of people frustrated because Lokesh Kanagaraj is known to write good screenplays, tight screenplays that flow with the story that wants to be presented. It's gripping, it's thrilling, it leaves you wanting more. That's how he writes his screenplay. But unfortunately, it did not work that way for Coolie, probably because it is even now very hard to pinpoint what is the main plot of the movie. Probably, if I had to choose, I'll summarize it as Rajinikanth's friend Rajashekar, played by Satyaraj, gets murdered, and Rajinikanth is trying to investigate and find out who murdered his friend. That is probably the main plot, the main focus of the movie, but the subplots are too many that it gets all over the place. There is a subplot about a chair that disposes dead body, subplot about who's actually whose daughter, subplot about Shaubin's character and Rachita Ram's character. The whole undercover police subplot is going on, and then there is this identity of who is actually Rajinikanth going on. So there are too many subplots trying to be pushed into the main narrative, and there's nothing wrong with it. Lokesh Kanagaraj has done it before, where he has his main plot and a lot of subplots going on, but previously it worked in a way that it naturally intertwines with the main plot. Here all of it feels forced, that he has to link them because he has no choice. He has brought in the subplot, and now he needs to make scene that it gels with the main plot, and somehow he tries to connect it. And I think that's where is the downfall of the movie, that the plot goes everywhere with too many characters, and that takes away from the engagement with the movie throughout from beginning to end, because along the way you kind of lose the plot, which maybe the makers themselves lost the plot, so I don't blame the audience, and then it's very hard to get back onto the right again once you're off it. So another minus point for Coolie would be the characters, the characterization. Lokesh is known to write good characters. I've mentioned it before, like JD in Master, Bhavani in Master, Vikram's character in Vikram, Fad Fazil's character, both the main characters in Managaram, Karthik's character in Kaidi. He has this way of presenting a character with a proper backstory, doesn't divulge too much into the flashback, but then he has a very well established character that he wants to present with layers. And here I think was the letdown, that the characterization for the main characters, mainly Superstar Rajinikanth, Nagarjuna, did not work very well. Satyaraj as well. There are glimpses of flashback or verbal cue that tells us that Deva was notorious last time, Simon was notorious. I'm not looking for a visual flashback, but then it doesn't sit well because we just know that the characters was notorious. Who are they? We are unable to connect with them. But having said that, it's not the same for all the characters. I think Shaubin's character, Rachita Ram's character, and Shruti Hassan's character was etched very well. There is a good backstory to them. Shaubin and Rachita Ram wanting to make it, getting into the crime underworld, even though they come from a police background. So that in a way develops a good character arc, which then keeps us engaged. Same for Shruti Hassan. She plays this pillar that takes care of the family, assisted Satyaraj through all this body disposing just for the sake of her sisters, and then she continues to do it even though she knows it's wrong, but she has to do what she needs to do to take care of her sisters. So that in a way that they have good character arc, good characterization, but it's not the same throughout for all the characters, and I think that's a bit of a downfall as well. So 2 minus point in terms of screenplay and also characterization. Besides that, as I said, the other technical aspects, the performance, all of it is good, but it's not excellent. Is Coolie a bad movie? No, it is not. Was I okay with watching it? Yes, I was okay with watching it. Is it something that I will watch it again and again? Probably not, but it is not as bad as some of the reviews have said. It is not totally worse or utter rubbish or anything like that. It's a mediocre, okay-ish movie, which I understand for Lokesh Kanagaraj and Superstar Rajinikanth, everybody expected more. And I think the high expectations, in a way, pulled it down even more when they came up with just a good movie. So that is my review. Previously, I did a video ranking all of Lokesh Kanagaraj's movie minus Coolie because I have not watched Coolie at that time. And if I was to include Coolie in the ranking, unfortunately, it would be number 6. You can check out my rankings in my other video. This is my first ever movie review. I am done. Let me know what you thought about the movie. I'll see you again in another movie review. This is VK signing off for V4 Cinema.